So the diesel program and instructor Jamie Spillman came up with this great idea of restoring a Fairbanks 1923 Fairbanks Morse 1.5 horsepower hit and miss engine, and connecting it with ice cream makers, and that would be a great promotional idea. So they put it together, and then it has been a hit. And then also the construction program helped to build a cart that the ice cream makers could go on. And then the welding program also welded together the wheels on the cart. I think it's been a great promotional piece, but also you've got to give credit to their instructor, Mr. Spillman. He just creates a culture that has been very inclusive, and just it's definitely has grown. And I think it's just the whole family atmosphere that he's created in the program that it has grown. And this is a great tool to get to be out and about, and his students get to help with making the ice cream. So it's just good to get us out and in people's view more.
You can conversate about education and what we do here. All the marketing in the world, advertising, billboards, all that. At 65 miles an hour, you may or may not get that, but when you get to visit with, it's our kids serving. Our kids, more times than not, go out there and they're doing the serving. It's our teachers that will go do that maybe on a weekend, and it started off as diesel, but then went, our marketing crew embraced it, our business and industry crew, it gets utilized. It's utilized through our public schools and everything else, and just the conglomeration of everybody working together on my staff, and how they work towards the same end.
My theory with it is who doesn't like homemade ice cream? Even if you're lactose intolerant, you like homemade ice cream, and you just bear the consequences. So it's been pretty popular. It's pretty cool. It's good ice cream. It's a pretty neat way to make it. I've enjoyed it. Without having it sitting here in front of us and doing some measuring and this and that, it's been several years since we've done it. But, the engine's a 1923 model, Fairbanks horse and a half hit and miss. So I actually called my dad's first cousin in Ellenwood, Kansas. They own Dick's Engine. My grandma's brother started that business, and it's just an old business for old engines. And he was able to point me in the right direction on some parts that I needed that were obsolete. They're all one-off. It's all handmade anymore. So the engine was really pretty simple. The drive mechanism was a little more difficult because you've got an engine that's 300 to 500 RPM at the crankshaft, but your ice cream mixers can only run a maximum of 80 is what they said. So at that point, you've got to get in and figure your gear ratios from your pulley, from your engine. And then the other problem we ran into, you can see it's got a jack shaft on it. Well, to mount the ice cream makers, we had to run a jack shaft because the engine rotation was the wrong direction. So by running the jack shaft, we actually was able to flip the rotation direction and get the makers to turn the right direction. And I believe right now, if we're running 350-ish RPM on the engine, I believe the makers are running somewhere in the 72 to 76 range on RPM. Originally, it started off a little slower than that. It was taking quite a while. I thought it was an RPM thing at the mixer. It turned out it was not. It was a salt and ice thing and just ambient air temperature. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I've made it as quick as 30 minutes, and I've made it taken an hour and a half to make it. And that's all dependent upon your salt, your ice, and your temperature of ice cream to serve out there. Now, the second one, I believe, 55 gallons. So, yeah, you go to making that much ice cream with a 1923 Fairbanks, and you figure out the little things pretty quick.
Huge thanks to our staff. I mean, it was a diesel project that kind of went viral from there.